Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew. You might know it's a leFH or a leaf blower. This one is located on the north spawn of Malinovka Encounter under the command of Frank1776. Well, with a name like that, he must be American. Yes, it is on the NA server, and this is one of the first games we've actually featured from 1.20.1 with the crew changes and all, or what the changes they've made. Now, Frank's got a 105mm light field howitzer capable of doing 450 alpha and penetrating 353mm of armor. It's actually 410 alpha, not 450, and he's ready to go. Okay, have a quick look across the battlefield. See a KV-1S cutting across. It's a tier 7 game, so that's a tier 6 heavy tank there. Can he get a shot? I think he can. Rounds out. First one misses. In fact, he actually decides to change target because there's some tier 7s making their way up into the hill. And of course, they make much better sense when you're a tier 5 Arty. Because obviously, for every tier that you fire above your own, every tier you hit rather above your own, you get more XP. Rounds out the Porlac. First direct hit for 172. He switches target to the Chibi, fires a quick snapshot in, and unfortunately it misses. VK3001P, that's better. And misses that one as well. The Porlac is badly damaged. In fact, he is a one-shot now. Rounds out. Oh, he got the kill! Yes, he just got the kill there. I think that one probably hit the turret and wiped him out. But he's got his first one on the scoreboard. KV3 backing up. Nope, that one missed. He's going for the IKV-65 too, because the guy's stationary, and of course stationary tanks make excellent meals. Oh, and that was a penetrating shot for 397. Yes, IKVs have thin armor, and that was another hit, but that one hit the tracks, I think. And he got some damage assist. The IKV is gone. Our chappie got him in the end. Okay, who's next? KV3 still side on to us. Well, that makes sense because, well, he's tier 7. There's the VK3001P. Okay, the KV3 still got loads of hit points. There's one, just misses. Try and anticipate where he's pulling forward to take a shot. And that looks better. That's engine deck. 137 from that one. Okay, he stops to take a shot there. So that's as far forward as he dares to go before taking a shot at the enemy. Okay, probably the same with the VK. Okay, so you know that you can aim at that spot there and wait for him to pull back the moment he's taking the shot. Rounds out. Unfortunately, it missed. But that shot didn't miss. We've got another RT on our team. He's an SU-122A. You've got to try and anticipate when they're moving up, where they're going to go to, and then if you put the shot exactly where you think they're going to go to, then you should get a hit. Okay, here we've got a Panzer IV Schmaltern, which is a premium medium tank. Rounds out. You've got a penetrating shot there for 350. Rounds out. Oh, and a kill shot with the next one. Okay, KV-1S is backing up to use that rock for cover. So there, that should be about right. Rounds out and direct hit. Yes. 78, and just keep repeating, rinse and repeating. And another, yes, 120, and I think he suddenly realized, yes, he's in grave danger, so he's seeking the cover of the rock. Okay, meanwhile, the KV-3 is still there, and he's getting a request for fire on this guy, so rounds out, looks better. Yes, he gets a hit on the tracks. He had to use his repair kit to fix it though. Rounds out again. And that's a direct hit, even though it was a blind shot. Okay, trying to go for the KV-1S. Got to try and land that shell over the rock face. He's going for the engine deck. Nope, hit the rock face instead. Let it settle. Decides not to shoot. He should have shot there. Might have had a better chance with the second round. Okay, it's going for the KV3. Nope, didn't get anything from that one either. He's moving further up the field. You can see that he's actually got some heat rounds and also got some armor piercing in his ammo loadout, but he's used a lot of his HE already. Okay, go for the KV3. He's just been tracked. He fires snap. Oh, and unfortunately the shell was right on target, but this time around the target was already dead, so he didn't get anything off that one. But he fires the KV1S, and he does get a hit on that one for 104. Okay. Nope, that's going to miss because he aimed ahead of him. Note where he's pulling up to shoot. He's got the 85mm gun, I think. Yeah, you're firing when he's at the forward point, and then, of course, he pulls back, and then you miss. You need to fire at when you think he's moving forward into the forward point, and then you should just drive into the shell. Okay, well, we're one down on the enemy at the moment, and unfortunately we've lost contact with the enemy. Now we've got the KV1S. Okay, so he's letting it settle. You fired that snap, and that's why the shell missed. You really do need to let it dial in before you shoot. It's much more accurate that way. Unfortunately, he'd already pulled back by the time that shell landed. Fires another one in blind. Unfortunately, that's no good either. And now he's down to just 7 rounds of HE. It really doesn't help, actually, if you carry huge numbers of rounds of ammunition, which is very expensive or not effective, that you end up with very few rounds left to fire at the enemy. Okay, there's... Oh, well, he got a one-shot there on that Honi 3. That's the Japanese tank destroyer. In fact, that was one of the tanks that we thought that they put into the game as a Japanese self-propelled gun. Technically speaking, it was a self-propelled gun, but they've decided, nope, it's going to be a tank destroyer instead. Well, we can't see the KV1S, but he actually is hiding behind the rock face there, very effectively. And we can't get a shot from this position. We're one up on the enemy now. He's very low on ammunition. This is another problem. He needs really to avoid taking any speculative shots now. Just stick to what you can see and try and make each shell count. You can see the KV1, but the KV1's been wiped out. Or KV1S rather, I should say. So he's now looking over to the hill where the Shure mill was last seen. I've noticed he is actually scrolling the mouse a lot to move between targets. There is a better way of doing that, and obviously we've mentioned this to a lot of What Arty Noobs members. The easy way to do it is to hold down your control key, the left-hand control key, then move the cursor over the mini-map where you want to actually look, and then right-click on the mouse, and that will take you directly there straight away. You won't have to scroll the mouse at all. All you have to do is hold down that control key, move the cursor over the mini-map, click on the area you want to look at with the right-hand mouse key, not the left-hand one, and it'll take you there straight away. Okay, M41A1. First shell misses. Well, it looks like that was the SU-122 taking a shot in, and now that Hellcat is being attacked by the M4A1, who's very low on hit points. Rounds out, and that's a nice kill there. So that's the 4th kill now for Frank. Fires a quick snap in. Oh, now that one did work on the Shure mill. He was side on to us, and he has got very low armor. Normally, you get penetrating shots on vehicles like that because they have such weak side armor, it just goes straight through. Okay, near the cap area, we've got a Chi Nu. And unfortunately, the enemy RT, the M41, just took out our Hellcat because he had to stay relatively still behind the rock to take a pot shot at that G-Nu when he came into sight. But Frank fires around in and he's hit the target. We've got a reset. But we can't see the target now, so he fires blind and now he's onto the premium ammo. And there's the Sture Mill. Now he should take this guy out if he can get the direct hit. And he does! Penetrating shot, 110 alpha. Well, 350 alpha, but he got a pen and got 110 hit points. Oh, we've just been hit by the enemy Arty. And our next shot, unfortunately, now we're down to the arm piercing rounds. So now we do have to get direct hits in order to make them count. In fact, you have to get direct hits with heat rounds. It's just they're a little more expensive, but they work against armor. And now it's only 3 enemy left. They've got a SU-152, an M41 HMC, and a Fifi, just like us. Now, the SU-152 is just the other side of the hill. The annoying thing is he's close enough he might actually see us. The SU-122 fires around at him. We're trying to get down to the cap area. Okay, he's extending his aim to try and spot that SU-152. 390 meters is the view range, but you can see he's made himself a nice little nest, that SU-152, trying to hide from us. And our Semavente M41 can't see him at the moment. We've only got 2 tanks left on our team, a G2 and the M41. G2's up on top of the hill, and there's the SU-152. He's been spotted. We're dialing in as quickly as we can. Rounds out. Well, the armor piercing didn't go through. If it had been a heat round, he probably would have been penetrated. Unfortunately, the enemy RT takes out our G2, and that was the M41 HMC again. He's got 3 kills. And now we've only got 1 teammate left, the Semavente, and he's getting way too close to that SU-152. And the annoying thing is now that Frank has only got 2 rounds of armor piercing left. And as I said, you have to get a direct hit for those to work. I think he chose too much in the way of armor piercing and heat, and maybe he needed more HE rounds. Okay, well, we're aiming where the SU-152 was last seen. Semvente's getting close. Frank's looking around. Semvente's probably going to spot him any second now, so he needs to be aimed in and ready, and that's why he's hunting for the enemy tank destroyer. He thinks he's probably gone up on top of the hill. And that could be right, actually, because the Semvente can't see him. So he may have gone over the edge so that he's not spotted and is headed up onto the hill. He might try to come down the other side and then take out the SU-122A. That's the 2-minute warning. It means now neither side can cap out. We passed that moment a long while ago. Oh! Now somebody's capping, and it sounds to me like that must be one of the enemy Arty. Probably their Leffy. Could be their the M41 HMC. But he's gone to the edge of the cliff here to see if he can spot whoever's in the cap. And the SU-152 is behind us. And the Fifi is in the cap area. And he's just fired in our direction. We fire one snap in. Unfortunately, it misses. And now we've only got 1 round left. Needs a direct hit. And he gets it. And he gets the kill. But he's out of ammo. And he's spotted. Oh. Yes, and now that means there's 2 against 1 because our SU-122 is the last one alive on our team. Yes, I'm afraid our teammate in the tank destroyer, the M41, got wiped out. And now I think our teammate's about to get, well, he's about to get taken out by the SU-152. Ram kills him, and that is the end of the game. Here's the end of battle results, and despite that being a defeat, it was still an ace tanker game for Frank. 1776 in the VP. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14. A Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And when he killed the enemy VP, he actually picked up a Top Gun. 6 kills in the game, and his win rate was 12,872. Very good, and the reason it's so high is because, of course, he was attacking tier 7 tanks instead of tier 6 or tier 5. So, yes, very effective game for him. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he got the highest damage of 3,027 hit points. The next highest score after that was KB3 on the enemy team, the one he kept on attacking. 2,268 hit points went to him. And the third highest damage, well, that went to this guy here. And he's in the unknown tank, which is one of the new ones. I think that was the is it the Ho-Chi? The Ho-Chi that we saw. And he got taken out during the game anyway. But he picked up, oh, wrong one, there we go. And he got 1,936 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, nobody managed to beat Frank because he got 6 kills in the game. 4 kills went to the OI on his team, and 3 kills went to the KB3, the SU-152, and their M41 HMC. He must have been a very good player because that's not an easy Arty to get that many kills in on a regular basis. And when it came to base XP, even though he was on the losing team, he actually came in 3rd place on base XP. The top scorer was the KB3, 1,131. 2nd place was that Ho-Chi, I think it was, with 844. And in 3rd place was Frank with 828. He fired 50 rounds, all of his ammunition. I think he had a little too much in the way of premium ammo, but he actually got 20 direct hits on the enemy and 8 penetrations. He did make some of those premium rounds work for him quite well. 19 splashes as well. 3,027 hit points of damage, of which 2,792 were at more than 300 meters. 1 hit received. It was a penetrating shot, came up in his rear from that SU-152, and 1 hit by way of splash as well from the enemy Arty. 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, and 121 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, rather, he earned 14,110 credits from that battle, which is not bad considering he actually did get the Courageous Resistance reward as well because he was on the losing team and he still got epic awards, rather. And he earned 1,633 experience points as well. So a very good battle there by Frank. I still think he needs to work on his technique a little on, choosing when to shoot. Ideally, as I said, you want to watch what a tank does. As it moves forward to take a shot, you can see he always goes to the same spot to actually take that shot. And so if you do, you wait for them to move up and you fire at that spot, and normally they'll just go straight to the firing position and they get hit in the side by the shell. They either walk into it, or you see how far they pull back, you aim ahead of their track, and as soon as they start moving forward, you get the shell into their side with enough lead and hit them that way. But he fired a huge number of shells, which just missed the target because he fired at it where it was, and of course they then pulled back and the shell missed altogether. So, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.